Hierophant's Palace. About to come to light. Alright, the plot. Let's go.
So it appears the Duchy intends to capture Glenbrook. But Prince Roland slipped from their grasp and fled to Wolford.
The ink on the treaty is barely dried, and they're already declaring war.
And what's more, there's a price on Prince Roland's head. It has spurred the masses into movement.
They will bear their fangs at us in time. We cannot leave them to their own devices.
I see this as a wonderful opportunity. We can make it clear how we stand after the Salt Iron War.
Aye. And I much prefer to extinguish embers than a raging inferno.
It sounds like you intend to start a war.
Calm yourselves. There is no need to get so worked up over this. It is true that this grave matter may one day affect Hyzant. But it is in times like these that we must trust the Hierophant's words more than ever.
Okay. It is going down in a club. Cyrano struggles with the news of his father's collapse, and an unexpected visitor arrives to speak with the new lord. Well, I really hate damn rain and cold right now. I don't know if this caused my allergies, but
Father, please open your eyes. There is so much I wish to ask you.
Lord Serenoa.
I cannot let Father hear how weak I've become. I must be strong.
Lord Serenoa, Master Benedict, you have a visitor.
Who is it?
Lord Silvio Tellior. He wishes for an audience with Lord Serenoa.
you mean that trick? You mean a coward?
What business would the Lord of House Tellior have with me? Tell him we will be there shortly.
Yes, sir.
Every day is busier than the last.
We haven't had a moment to catch our breath.
You are doing a fine job as head of House Wolford, Lord Serenoa. Your father would be proud if he could see you now.
I could not do it without you, Benedict. Thank you.
Any side crap? Nope. What is this shit about?
In short, you wish for the three high houses to join hands and fight the duchy. Is that correct, Lord Silvio?
Indeed. I believe it our duty to fight. Some are frozen in fear, trembling at the mere thought of the duchy's power. I feel that joining the three high houses under a single flag is the only way to unite them. My men ready themselves for war as we speak. Come to Tellior, and we can strike at Esros together. Prince Roland will be safe with us, of course.
I feel like that's a trap.
It's as good a plan as any. You have my thanks for getting the preparations underway.
I wonder if Lord Landroy would agree.
I doubt House Falls would refuse a fight. Their devotion to the crown knows no bounds.
But of course, they reap great rewards from the bountiful lands won during the war.
You propose reuniting the three high houses who led the Salt Iron War to its end. It is heartening to know you would once again lend us your strength.
We certainly could use all the help we can get. Though I wish we could resolve matters peacefully.
You speak as though your brother is not at fault for all this.
My bride-to-be bears no blame for the duchy's actions.
My apologies. Forgive me for my outburst.
That's my wife, bitch.
But we haven't much time. I would have your answer now.
Shall we accept Lord Silvio's proposal, my lord?
Scales of judgment.
Fetch the scales, Benedict. We shall decide our path together.
I don't know what the others think on the matter. I mean, he made the journey. Nicotelio. I feel like that might be something rough, but let's see. Oh, Benedict is actually undecided this time. I want to go to the city streets. Where time. But just between you and me, do we need much help on the ball? Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't be. Prowess on the back foot, but I don't know if you have the luxury of choosing your allies now. Yeah, they suck. I don't really trust them. I was saying, trust them as far as you throw them. I never really understood that. What happened a time like this? Got to find us how to go the separate ways, but I fear what happened to the person. I don't know what I should do. I fear there's not all you can do. The issues between the two of them and must be resolved as such. Children are the ones who suffer the most when parents fight. I think your efforts are best spent helping reconcile. Because that became a forcing themselves to stay together. Separating starting their lives is for the best. I'd probably say help reconcile. I can't wish happiness to the grandson. If said me, I shan't falter. I'll take care of that boy. Our grandson will want for nothing, mark my words. Thank you. I'm so much better than I was. Okay. You apologize. No family is perfect. Yep. Oof. Like, we still gotta heal and recover from the fight, man. I protect the people's houses. I'm a benevolent lord. Oh, Spark. The rest, yep. The rebuild was a home right where you left it safe and sound. Oh, okay, girl got her house and all. Yeah. Leather. The Lord of Hostility. I don't care much for the man, to tell the truth. He has some nerve coming around in such fancy ruse while we break our backs for praying down. Yeah, no kidding. I don't trust him with Prince Roland either. I just wait and be betrayed. I rather trust House Falks though. Lives in the Telia domain. They say that Lord Silvio is not a man of military arts, and fear what should happen were Aerofrost to invade. Actually, I can stand to learn something from this. Okay. It works because the worst your family is always welcome in Wolford, but Lord Silvio leaves one of the 3 houses and will do whatever it takes. Okay. I mean, yeah, but it's like, I think it's like a thankless job. We were to go help that house. Yeah, all in the house was reliable, which is not. Get your family over here. I understand. He safeguards until he has Gustadolf invaded the Crown City. It was his duty as Lord to stand protecting his view and domain, but what of his duty to the crown? Yep. You should be looking to let's hear for some sort of loyalty. Yep. How I fought battle dungeon. Yep. If we were suffering after a battle on our own soil, I doubt we would be able to place an attack from Ace Rush alone. Yeah. Like, we're weakened right now, man. It took so much to just deal with all that bullshit. The spice. Yep. Well, then I'll cut about that house.
Yes, sir.
Butterflies are lacking them both number of supplies. So I'll tell them it doesn't matter or not. We could use even those against them should the need arise. We should refuse. We need to rely on others just yet. If we were to attack, we could make our stand at Castle Wolfort, which we did. Indeed, the match should force a retreat of H in the last battle. We also sustained heavy losses. The soldier will reach the limit sooner or later. Shock before the enemy does. At least we reduce everything we have. Appears indifferent, so that was a wrong choice.
Lord Serenella.
Easy enough, yeah. They want someone to be the shield. We should refuse. When I try the armor strike next, leave it in time like this. Outside is not enough for the problems now. Heavy bounty upon runs the past world certainly came here for his non-alliance, but the season, yeah, season prince.
Interesting indeed.
We know the fact that the strength of our force pales in comparison to the other, so they would have set their own army. Even if I were, I doubt possibly there would be much help there. And it's true that Hazard doesn't have any soldiers at this disposal, but neither do we. As such, we shouldn't be hasting turning away any numbers we can get. Indifferent? Why? Conceal couldn't be bought to leave Tellier when the capital's in danger.
What I think.
What he's scheming, but if he wants to jump fast, he no refuse to refuse him. This will not be easily swayed. Agree. Yeah, of course I don't agree. The bounty, man. There's no getting a soldier when trying to get their hands on his highness. Yeah, in fact, it's just what extra might help for with that bounty. Yeah. Lord Civil. Yeah, I have some. Did not leave till even the capital is taken, which makes me wonder why would he leave a safe haven now. Yeah, it's suspicious. Like now after the capital's been taken, I mean suspicious, but the three houses are the pillars of Glenbrook. Yeah. I'm not joking. He is doing some shady shit. We need to refuse, dude. And of ill repute.
Moreover.
Yeah. He's deep in thought. Oh, come on, man. Oh. Bruh. Bruh.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we accept Tellier's proposal or go our own way?
Please say
Approach
no.
the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I believe in you.
Yes.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
Yes.
My apologies.
Instincts my ass.
Forgive me, lad.
You never gave me anyway.
scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Hooray.
The way forward is decided. We deny House Tellior's proposal and weather this fight alone.
Bye-bye!
Are you mad?
Nope,
You would
you guys
stand
can go.
idly by while our kingdom is in grave danger.
This is the path we have chosen. I hope you understand.
I do not. You must reconsider. Or else House Tellior too will face Esfrost's wrath.
That's your problem.
And why would that be our concern? We are in no condition to fight, Lord Silvio. It is as simple as that.
Then I pray something more than death awaits us both.
The weather vane completed. I'll make another one just in case.
Lord Silvio of Tellior offers the solitary House Wolffort an ally, and a place of protection for Roland. But Serenoa chooses to walk his own path, even if he must do so alone. Silvio leaves with a disquieting look in his eyes.
Parting Ways, Part 2. Oh shit, Tellurian soldier.
No, no, spare me! I beg you! That's enough, Rufus.
Rufus?
You call these men soldiers, Silvio? They haven't got any spine.
Mercenary Rufus Tyran. Here's the man whose only loyalty lies with money. His life's greatest joy is culling common wars down to sides.
Save your anger for House Wolffort. We will strike at their castle soon enough.
I knew it! He was gonna kidnap the fucking prince, dude!
Ha! Sounds like they saw straight through your stupid plan.
I knew it!
What could a lowly bounty hunter know of a lord's struggles? Without Roland, my house is doomed. They call you Hero's Bane, right? That is all you need do.
And do it I shall. The only one you need alive is the prince, right?
Bruh. This is Sarah now shining new light in this situation. Oh man.
I beg you, sir, give me one more chance. I shall not fail again.
We are already taking measures against House Wolffort. A suitable pawn has showed itself before us. Though, perhaps, I should be more wary of my own family than any other.
Huh?
Falks is all that remains of the three high houses. I trust you know what to do, Avlora.
Lord Landroy Fox is famed for his bow arm.
He had the pluck to fire at your master during the war. Do you think you can best him?
Without a doubt.
I don't know who was a master, but we could probably go save House Fox and whoop some ass.
I don't know what to expect now that Esfrost's taken over Glenbrook.
I heard they put a huge bounty on the prince's head. We can make a killing if we catch him.
I always dreamed of kidnapping royalty. But the prince of a crumbling kingdom.
They'd probably kill him if we turn him over.
The reward is tempting, though.
The reward is tempting, though.
The Telior army has entered our domain?
Yes. The vanguard is nearing Castle Wolfort as we speak. It will not be long until the rest arrive.
I knew his intentions were not as pure as he made them seem. But to think he would attack so soon after proposing an alliance.
According to our spies, Lord Silvio has been in contact with Esfrost.
There's a reason he is known as an opportunist. This was all a plan to destroy us.
So he wished to secure Prince Roland to use as leverage with Esfrost.
I was also told that House Telior has hired a man named Rufus as a bodyguard.
What do you know about this man?
He's a bounty hunter known as Hero's Bane, whose only loyalty is to coin. That said, he's claimed the lives of countless famed warriors. It would be wise not to underestimate him.
To think Lord Silvio would hire such a man.
It means he's serious. We must plan accordingly.
Understood. Gather the others. We have much to discuss.
So Silvio has betrayed us. I suppose he has come here for me.
You are correct. He most likely wishes to use you to curry favor with Esfrost.
That bastard! I think he would throw his own countrymen underfoot.
We haven't time to get emotional, Eridor. They are on their way here.
I beg to differ. There's no better time. I'm trembling with rage.
As am I. We'll teach those traitorous bastards a lesson.
Yet more bloodshed for my sake.
Prince Roland, we have no choice but to act.
And the enemy is our former compatriots. They may well know about the traps below. We may have to face them head-on at the gates.
We need all the help we can get. Please fight with us.
This is no time to waver. We must stand together if we wish to survive.
Yes. Together we can overcome this. To arms!
All right. House Telior marches against us. Not just ass prostate dogs I gotta worry about now. That's all fighting a losing battle. Self-preserving, yep. Our own countrymen. Teach some sparkles, I never know. It's over there. Bears, huh? Stop them at the gates. Money. Ooh, range ice up. Oh no, the townsfolk. Yeah, gotta breathe. I am a great ruler. After the sun, yep. Had a letter from Kinkin Notes. Oh, there's a spark I didn't notice. Okay. Money. Civil War and then some. Hard. Unless any resources I missed. Castle walls. Unforgivable betrayal. And it's all iron and stop the fight before reclaiming our lives. Yeah, we helped them. Yeah, they're not really helping us. Hyzan just does something. I'm sure I caught my enemy, yeah, but we got the proof so it's never worth it. Plus, the last and the other sizing hills while we struggle to survive. About more than just emotions and unpaid debts, I'm afraid. Yep. We can if we prove ourselves formidable. Yep. It's all the benefits. House of Wolfport is not to be fucked with. Catmint time. Class promotion. Fuzzy. Other kudos. Promote class. Metal bravery. Oh wow, her outfit. I think change the outfit. Strength, magic. And her magic up. Fire eater. What's this? Zork fire. So she doesn't really get a new ability then. Wait. She get this. I like that 14. Push back and knock them back 3 squares. Okay. Yo, so the question is, do we want more damage or? What's her stat right now? So if she get a 1 increase of damage, should we get another spell? Remain and recover. Turn, okay. You do a lot of damage. A rise in range is at 14. You're almost about to hit 14. Healing will go up. I mean, he could use more defense in the like. Let me give it to him. Cavalryman. Front 9 is enough. That's a shaman chick. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Upgrade. HBO has nesting hat, but so is magic defense. Screw it, might as well do that. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking him anytime soon, though. Oh. Archibald. During a tempest? Raging winds, oh. I do want to see what he's capable of, too. During a rainstorm, during a tempest. A lot of magic stuff. I am not playing the damn merchant. That's just silly. I mean, she's gonna need that HP anyway. Oh, wait. Oh, you got the silver. Damage! Lionel special. Yeah, you got no materials, dude. Battle on the 3 flag. Okay. See roster. I mean, she's been a good thing, but like, I think because I want to take, because frontline wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with Julio. So if I were to grab him, but Serenity. Yeah, so I can defense is weak. Ignoring their defenses, god damn, he's good. Or for the enemy is arrow spray. That's a commodity I am not willing to pass up. Well, they keep running it. Oh, welcome back, bro. Oh, Volvo. It is episode 6. About the 60. Then they're gonna try to come and attack us, these bastards. Dude, it was a plot, Volvo. It was a plot. I foiled it. I knew they were gonna betray us. They tried to kidnap the prince. And then some. Oh, there. Oh, Falk Streets. What if Sales betrayal reaches the droid's ears? Oh, the other bro hears RP. Well, he hears betrayal. Heresy.
My lord, House Telior's betrayal has been confirmed. It appears Lord Silvio plans to launch a surprise attack on House Wolford. This is absolute madness. To think I would see the day 3 high houses fight each other. The glorious Glenbrook of the past is no longer. The dark days of war are upon us once more.
My lord, the Esfrosti army has entered our domain. They demand our surrender.
Oh shit.
Ready your bows. It is time they witness the true valor of the high houses.
But can they fight back at Laura like I did? Look at my level 12. I'm pretty pissed off.
How regrettable we should meet again like this, Lord Silvio.
Agreed, Lord Serenoa. I beg you to reconsider and entrust Prince Roland to us. If you do, I promise to put in a good word with the Archduke.
I cannot do that. We follow the path we believe in, no matter how treacherous the road.
Unlike a certain opportunist.
Your lofty convictions will not change reality. If you lose, nothing remains. Not house nor loyalty. Not even your silly beliefs or your life.
Then we will defeat you, Lord Silvio, and hold fast to our beliefs until the end.
Try as you might, you will never prevail. Now, Rufus.
Let me show you how Hero's Bane earned his name.
I'm gonna chop off your head. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, you only have to defeat Rufus.
Consider it done.
I knew they would recommend this guy. I'll keep the rogue over there, but the healer shouldn't be all the way over here. Shoot right here. You have a lot of barriers to really fuck with them too. That's a really great part. This guy, he should be up front actually. They can fight together with the Ice Mage. Just empower Benedict. I guess that's the max amount that we can have. Okay. You'll go.
It looks like House Wolford has yet to recover from their last battle.
All the better for us, I say.
This should be fun. Show no mercy to anyone under their banner.
Silvio's army approaches. Everyone prepare for battle. We have the high ground. We must use our position wisely.
The high ground.
Shall we begin?
Check the numbers. Doo-doo-doo.
Victory goes to the quick.
This is wonderful.
Whoops.
Time to work. Shadows conceal me.
like I'm up.
Woo. The standard attack is far as hell.
That's it.
With the high ground and be safe.
Here I come.
Yeah, they gotta go through a ton of ramparts.
Try this.
Can't move, bitch.
Victory.
Oh, we kind of blocked ourselves off. Okay. That's my bad. Oh, at least now I know. Oh shit.
Defeat is not an option.
Come. Do you
Oh, I
really
forgot what
think
it
the
said.
high ground's going to save?
Face death at my blade.
Come, face your death at my blade. Even if you run and hide, you won't escape me. Leave you from me.
They got a fucking mace.
I shall try my level best.
Fire!
All for victory.
Buff the old man.
Light as a feather.
I'm trying to go on that side.
Here goes. Perfect.
Damn camera. Oh, the crit.
Have another.
It smacked my book.
Too slow.
Miss.
Too slow.
Oh wow.
Let me show you what I've learned. I shall protect you.
How gracious.
Now then, to work.
Freeze, bitch.
Cold wind blows.
I shall do what I can.
No, she can't reach him. That's okay. Oh, she already has the speed.
Victory goes to the quick.
Ah, reminds me of my youth.
You won't escape. Sound strike.
Speed.
This'll hurt. Victory is within reach.
Bolster. No, just make it more tanky.
For victory.
Stay up. Fire and all that jazz. Nice.
Here I come.
Oh god. No. Holy crap. Why can't I shoot this guy? Oh, the barricade's in the way. Oh, the wall's in the way.
Take aim.
That works. Can't move.
From where shall we strike?
Hawk dive!
Death from above!
Yeah, there's loot underground. Oh boy. The buff.
I shall try my level best. This should do.
This is wonderful.
Take aim.
Time to take action.
Enough!
Death by book. More accuracy.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Burn, bitch.
Wouldn't mind.
Make his movements suffer.
A cold wind blows.
Kabam, babe.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
You have my thanks.
Time to work.
Is he not weakened against a certain element? Guess so.
I'll take this.
Oh, there's fire out there. Whoops.
Too easy.
Tell me who to kill. Watch carefully, you
Oh.
spineless lot.
He
This
goes
is how
outside.
you fight.
Forgot about that.
Die, you bastard!
My brick. Oh, there's dodge tank.
My turn.
I guess we're about to fight over on this side now. If I go that way, they're just gonna focus nuke them. There's stuff happening here and stuff happening there, so I gotta be mindful. I have the high ground. Oh. might just kill anyway.
Be gone. So
We
you're
going
the
in.
royal whelp. You're even scrawnier than I thought you'd be. Poor King Regna, losing his head and having to leave everything to a worthless runt like you.
Say whatever you will about me, but I refuse to let you make a mockery of my father.
Here I come.
I should have done a blind arrow, but I got to get rid of the riffraff too.
It's nothing
Bam.
personal.
From where shall we strike?
Nothing personal, he says. Strength in numbers. Hit him with a stick. What fire damage?
There's no mercy on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's right. In there for now. Where'd that booty?
Perfect.
I will end this.
And they like hitting him.
Flames, heed my call.
Burn that ass.
Are we not finished?
Get another potion, damn it. Gotta get out the fire. Oh, if I get blue crap of that.
Your wounds are healed.
You have my thanks.
Heal Bam.
Time to work.
I hit you twice.
Tell me who to kill.
Wow, really wants her.
For victory.
It is defense, huh?
Thank you.
Slap that booty.
Brace yourself.
Up to tech.
Together.
Bam.
The hunt is on.
Suck on this arrow.
Damn! Silvio's soldiers are falling like flies. Isn't there a single soul in House Teleor worth their salt?
I don't see Silvio anywhere. Does he truly intend to watch his own fight unfold from afar?
Probably so.
After this battle is through, I will find him and have him answer for his cowardice.
Looks like I'm up.
Yep, you are indeed up. Now he's going that way. Have high ground, so it's all good. Critical, bro. Screw it. I'm also crit this guy.
Death from above.
From above, bitch.
What have we here? It hurts. Did you see that?
I'm sure it hurts. Use fire on the fire chick.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Now.
Preparation is key.
From where shall we strike?
Wait your turn, you
I'll
bastard.
make this quick.
Impossible, damn fool!
Oof.
I fight for peace.
Distracted, are you?
I'll take it from here.
Alright, swing.
Here goes. So, it falls to me.
Smack him with the book.
Time to work.
Quit the hell out of here.
Sound strike. Allow me. Sound strike. Shall we begin? Be at ease.
Much better.
Charge!
Right there and hit it from the back.
My lance strikes true.
I probably shouldn't have hit him yet.
Too slow.
Probably should have squeezed out the XP from the other things. Hey, level up.
So this is the true might of House Wolford, huh? We retreat! Today, victory is yours.
Oh, let me behead him. Fuck. I guess. Oh, I got another Medal of Bravery. Cool. That means someone else is gonna get promoted.
I can't remember the last time I fought someone so formidable.
How is it you can still stand and fight? It is as you said. If we lose here, nothing will remain.
What are you boasting about? Even if you kill me, Esros is still the victor. I withstood humiliation to preserve the name of the High Houses. And even so, you ingrates treat me like this!
Enough excuses.
They are not excuses. House Wolford has single-handedly brought ruin upon us. As long as I live, so shall the High Houses!
Get back here, Silvio! You still owe me my due!
Shall I pursue him?
No.
Nope. Let him deal with it.
He has no reason nor army to strike at us again.
True. And I would rather not harm one of our own could we avoid it.
Parting ways, part 2 complete. It's just going down in the club. Save your game. Yes. That comes back to bite us back in the ass. Yep.
At the end of the battle against House Wolford, Lord Silvio of Tellior leaves the field defeated.
Because the thing is like, yeah, let's ally. But I'm like, what? No, you housed up in your domain, didn't help us at all. Now you just want to help and make an alliance? I'm like, there's something else here. I'm like, but there's a bounty on the prince's head. Makes you think that you're not going to portray us for that. And I knew it. I'm like, this smells fishy. This is sus. I'm like, yep. Good thing I didn't like go altruistic on that shit. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna help you. Screw you. Now you got to deal with the mercenary that you hired and all that stuff.
The victors, however, do not go by unscathed. Repeated battles taking their toll on the soldiers. All goes according to Gustadolf's plan to weaken both houses. Landroy Fawkes, Lord of the Third of Glenbrook's High Houses, faces off against General of Laura.
Now, Laura's probably gonna destroy him. That sucks, dude. I like the Lord Fawkes guy, but he's gonna get his ass whooped. Silvio definitely tries to flee to his domain, or Aesfrost will probably just slap him down.
I must survive. Somehow, I must survive. Ah!
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
My money.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud. A sheep in wolf's clothing.
Oh, you can't even fight. Can't get your ass whooped.
What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolford with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? We have a deal?
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to die. Oh, they lost. Yeah.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it.
Seppuku?
Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the three high houses. Your Majesty, I serve you even in death.
Yeah.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind.
Everything's just tragic and fucked, man. What is Hyzant gonna do? Like, Aesfrost is just taking W's left and right.
Fox fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General of Laura's army and joins their late king in death. Of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolffort, Tellior, and Falks, 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Aesfrost. House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
Like, what's the Achilles heel here?
2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Aesfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
They want to take all of our Rosalind people. Hyzant is gonna make us choose. If you want to ally with us, you gotta fuck with these people. Oh,
Then let us
motherfucker.
set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
As you command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord.
I knew it.
Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
Like, everyone else is taking L's. Hyzant is just like chilling, just watching. Aesfrost just taking W's. This fuck.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly. There are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood.
He's just giving us a gift.
Discuss our countermeasures at another time.
But the next time he's gonna want something else. And Gustadolf was just like, I'm whooping ass.
Congratulations on the victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolford domain.
Bro! My people and I literally make so many sacrifices to continue the line. We honor our duty to crown and country. What the fuck? My honor! What?
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
Is this like some pity party?
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
Dude, I prestiged him. Now I regret prestiging him. I meant.
And I would hear it.
All right, Benedict. Tell me something good, Benedict. Come on.
Give me that ring.
What?
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people.
Yeah, he's like Delita. But later, Delita became not as useless. But later he became like something almost like a puppet. But until we did something, but yeah. I mean, he was like 50-50 with Delita, but I see where it is. But die for your people now, that's a different take. Quote unquote die. This is proof he's dead, but where's the body? They're not really gonna believe it because there's no body, right?
Hey, boss, come take a look at this.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
Shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
Must have dressed up the corpse or something.
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolford are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolford any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
Huh.
The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Dwindling light. There's no... Damn, man.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses, and we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward.
Yeah, there's nothing but she can do but give herself up. I'm afraid she want to just do suicide, but I guess they're not going to let her do that.
Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
The people are just unhappy.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She's a puppet.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom.
Shoot her like how they shot Delita's sister.
Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Esfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Oh? So she does have some fight in her. She's suffering humiliation, dude. Okay. Now starting to go Asian drama style up in this bitch.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so. Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father.
Oh wow, Meko. She could just poison her
Must
vagina.
all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzant, have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives.
We still haven't found that thing that was like unearthed. I'm like, it has to be another salt well or something. And the Heinz will be like, what the fuck? And it's supposed to be like, yeah, fuck you. We have salt over here.
We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father. If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolford stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
That's a good broship. And look at all the territory they have, all red. How is that? What are you gonna do? Look, the territory is not even that great. Like, look, it's huge, but it's like it's just mostly desert. All they have is this and that. That's all they have. Literally, Hyzant. All they have is. Hold on, let me zoom in. All they have is that. Literally that. That's all they have. Literally that. And meanwhile, Ice Frost is just.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Huette.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustave was justified.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we. And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Did I mean? Oh. Oh!
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
Bro! He's taking up the mantle like his master. Okay, okay. Alright. I'll leave this.
You look just like Sir Maxwell.
Yep. The ghost of Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolford.
All right. So the original Sir Maxwell actually did die then.
Grant me the strength to free our home from Frost's clutches.
Because we didn't bring back his mask and everything.
How is he doing?
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolfort.
Sad to say, the real trouble is only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Yeah. Alright, so we got something up north, nothing south. Alright, Hyzan, what are you up to? The source. Are all the Roslyn people?
Water.
On your feet.
Water, please.
Get back to work. You aren't the only one who's thirsty.
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing the salt is like frozen. Is like frozen salt water. Like, I guess that's how they harvest salt. Yeah, they just rake it.
I would hate for there to
from
be a
ground and
problem
stone.
with our
No.
numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water.
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker.
Oh shit. Bruh.
You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve more.
Bloody salt.
Yes, sir.
It's literally a concentration camp. Or what do you want to call it? Illicit dealings. Would there be a fourth nation?
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but they say none other than Minister End in Hyzant is pulling the strings. And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
Huh. A one man. Wait, the death of RNU changed the fate of one man? Huh.
What's Farok? The body of Lord Dragan is.
So my son has finally returned home. I will be there soon.
Huh.
Is something the matter?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
They desecrated his corpse, that's what.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
But doesn't he know what his son found? Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolfort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolfort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once. You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time.
Yeah.
What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for
Oh man, we just got done fighting Aesfrost and our own civil war not long ago. Now we're gonna fight Hyzan. Shit. Oh, before that, let's check the encampment. Any materials? Oh, hey, look at it. I like how they changed his graphics and that's pretty good. She definitely needs an HP love. Like, her HP's been, like, not so good. Neither is her defense whenever she gets nicked on.
It is an honor to serve.
Promoted, bitch. Yeah, but they had that with all the equipment like FF Tactics style. Yeah, that would be great. It would be great. I appreciate a golden pinky ring. One amulet. Huh. Spider silk. Go ahead. Cool. More damage. See. Insult to injury. God damn. Accuracy or those insult injury. I feel like this pass is really good. If I couldn't crit them in the face. Oh wait, I can still upgrade this regardless. So you can still upgrade the weapon even if they have a prestige. God damn. More AoE damage or single nuke damage. I can improve both of their damage by increasing this by 1. I feel like our nuke is worth it. I'm gonna prestige her next. The next medal I get. Rid the waifu's damage. So what we can do.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorcelet. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
What?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He's asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
This is true.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzand?
I am saying it is an option.
But they'll take his side.
We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
That's true, but it's a double edge. We'd be an accomplice, but we would have evidence to prove that it was. I mean, we literally have a letter that as evidence. But what if the Holy One of Hierophant is in cahoots too?
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzan's saintly seven.
Right, his position.
His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzan's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
So either be silent or not. Decision grows more complex, yeah. Takes that thing. I need a drink. Give me some hot tea. These allergies are just hateful. Oh, be right back. Oh shit. Okay. I'm back. Oh. I don't know what it is, guys, but god dang. Yeah, allergies destroy me just out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what it is. You just start sneezing, sniffling out of nowhere and all that jazz. It's horrible, horrible. Really? Oh, thank you. So let's see. So Roland and even Gila and Huette are okay with just being a silent accomplice? But is the consortium... Probably not, I wonder. Triangle? So far so good, Chaos. Lots of crazy drama, and I've been suffering allergy attacks. It's been nuts. Oh, it's making me sweat, actually. I'm not sneezing. So we're gonna try to convince these folks, or whatever it is. That's all I hate out. What's up with you though, Chaos? Hi, Zen people. And me met with skepticism. Yeah, if I try to say like, hey, you got this guy's scummy with no evidence, we're kind of fucked. As his vassal, huh? I want to find out information. First proc, nice. A good legion I deserve, okay. Just a betrayal, huh? No wonder, no doubt. Mr. Socialist not as so generous as others, making him to be out after all, yeah. Wolf sheep's clothing or whatever. He wants us to start paying up for his good deeds. And is mostly undecided. Give me all your stuff. Yeah. Pog. Bye. Nope. I need that. Speed. Got the goods. Yeah. Shush. Got the drug. Sure, I touched everything right. Huh. The Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. There's something else going on here. Monka, This is proof of his resolve. Yep. All the soldiers. Yeah, gift horse and mouth and all that. Always be pensive when someone's offering you a gift. That's for damn sure in that regard. Especially in a political climate. Political battery. Red anklet. Yeah, man, I found out on accident. Speed is decent. Oh, buffers when they assassinate. That's kind of cool. Its speed's kind of low. It's actually kind of low, really? You need to feed an enemy. No, I'll take that. Make him tanky as fuck. How far are you guys on your P4S prog? Alright, folks. Do we slap him in the face and just report his butt, but risk everything falling apart and we'll be met with skepticism? Or there'll be a silent accomplice and just be complicit in it? Act 3, I see. Dude. I'm really thinking about reporting him. Fuck being an accomplice. So either way, we're screwed, right? We're screwed either way, right? So fuck those dudes. Would do us no good. It may take over, but can be swayed. Later tonight. Oh, well, hey, optimistic is better than none. There's something I don't know about? Oh, God. What knowledge is there? Innocent danger. Think of your lord. I speak longer. Any wrongdoings will stain the Wolf Fort and Glenbrook family name forever. I would rather not sell the honor if I could avoid it. If I wish to expose Minister Sword, not just keep her hands clean, but to gain the Holy One's support by a show of good faith. Honor is a thing. That can only help us out, but still. Man, I sense a bidding, yet my heart aches at the disgrace. Power and a plan for a defend honor. Unfortunately, words avail us little now. Deep in thought. Did I not talk to everyone? I think I learned all who I could. I think I talked to everybody, right? Yeah. It is definitely a fun change from P8S prog, because trust me, like, this tier is basically a lot of curse, a lot of people. And you know, I am definitely not unscathed from it all either. Yeah, got it done, so we're good.
Serenoa.
Bring crimes to light.
Aye, lad.
We must decide.
Something must be done.
Serenoa.
It may take over, but can be swayed. Vladimir thought of being part of these crimes, but spotting off bases accidentally will avail us nothing. Yeah, I'll have to take a mile. Yeah, they will take a mile. Still, that we, if only we had proof. And more way to say, yeah, I got a lot to say. I can let you be accomplished to these wrongdoings with all good conscience. If we go to Heisman, we may do negotiate ourselves aid from the other saints. So does the financial Holy State. If we expose Minister Source's crimes, we can easily gain the Holy One's trust.
A fair point.
I'd show evidence in our hands now. Nope, I don't. I don't believe too much in hope. I believe in faith in that regard. Righteous fury! And that's zealotry. Such optimism, I guess. Hierophant, we gotta talk to the Hierophant, but they don't talk to anybody. He's got the ledger in his hand too. Moved by my words. It's got the ledger. Touches both, yep. This whole enemy today, and that's such a great dangerous. I would rather not put on the list if I could avoid it. We may not have evidence, but the fact that we've been asked to traffic assault remains unchanged. If we speak to the other saints, we may yet find ourselves an ally.
Yes.
Minister Exile and Minister Layla. Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good relationship with both of those. Without evidence. It's in our best interest. I got block air. I hate this. Ah, hate that so much.
What do you need?
You should listen to reason. No, we may not have proof justice on our side. I guess for us is our enemy, and I doubt we would be welcomed with open arms and damaging a clue as to who our recipient might be. Oh. As far as our enemy, I doubt we would be welcome with open arms. Not to mention we have no clues as to who our recipient might be. Sad reason we're gonna be fucked.
I don't know.
Then enemy turning compelling and illegal training by the unknown entity. I suppose there's no small measure of danger there either. I wonder if us unbelievers are bringing such accusation against one of the sins and be equal, if not greater. You know more about the city state than the rest of us. I would speak to you on the matter alone, even though mine. Why am I so determined? Expose before they enter his household does not tolerate injustice. Oh, and that's right. One mystery is against him. He would not help us if we asked.
Yes, I see.
When regular dragons to Heisen's political strife, but we should be able to use the opposition to our advantage. Instead of fighting I'll help you reconsider where token will fall. Serious on DPS checks. Yep, pretty much. And it's time. Let's see what happens. One time by the one time. Voting.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
Such wrongdoings, yep. Hiya.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree. I have faith in you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
That's literally unanimous decision right there. Boom. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Unanimous.
The way forward is decided. We march to Hyzant and expose the minister's illicit dealings.
Convictions have been strengthened. Okay.
We have chosen our path. We shall head to Hyzant and alert them of Minister Sorslay's wrongdoings.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Kind of weird. Their clan name is Wolfport, but their house symbol is a fucking hawk.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Yes, sir.
Doing like completed. Dude, it's been a lot of L's. Like, bro, where's the W? Oh, even if we get a W, it's like a fruitless victory, you know? A hard-earned yet fruitless victory. Just so much tragedy and bullshit happening. The evil dude is just getting so many W's. How's
In
game?
exchange
Pain.
for his aid, Sorsley orders House Wolfort to transport his illicit salt. Serenoa, however, intends to bring word of the minister's crimes to the holy state of Hyzant. In order to succeed, he must delve deep into the nation's internal affairs while avoiding Sorsley's notice.
Desert's End. Part 2. Pretty much.
So you've decided to accept my proposal. A wise decision, Lord Serenoa.
As you have requested, none shall know of the salt's
But you are still too young for true wisdom, it seems.
He means, let us not speak of the obvious, my lord. It's prudent to speak as little as possible to prevent any unnecessary complications. One never knows who might be listening.
Fortune favored you with a capable retainer.
I beg your pardon, Minister, but I must entreat you to recall the aid you offered in exchange for ours.
I give you my word it shall be done. Booker, I'll leave the rest of the arrangements to you.
Yes, Minister. If you all will follow me into the antechamber, we may discuss the details further.
What? Who would dare send an army to test our borders?
They are soldiers of House End, by all appearances.
Oh, shit!
Sorcery, you go too far too often of late.
Perhaps this means the rumors are true, Minister Cancel.
Huh. Nazelia Consortium.
There is still nothing to conclusively prove End's involvement in illicit salt trading.
Which is why you must investigate. You are Hyzant's Minister of Domestic Affairs, are you not?
I'm glad I decided to go against that son of a bitch. We have this dude. It literally shows the consequence of your actions and who could be your ally or enemy.
The illicit salt market grows larger by the day, strangling our own trade.
Against one of the Saintly Seven, I can do nothing without the Hierophant's express permission.
Perhaps you cannot. But is there not another with plans already in motion?
Exham, you mean? Even so, I am not at liberty to act on naught more than a whim. I must prioritize our land's stability above all else.
Alright. Let me check something out. Okay. Job's done. Oh. And if I'm just like, sheesh.
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Esfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boors in Glenbrook.
Huh.
You've made a bargain with Minister Sorsley?
The appearance of one in any case. But we mustn't grow complacent.
Aye. One of his men wouldn't stop glowering at Benedict.
He may yet suspect our true motives. Nevertheless...
We shan't stray from the course we've decided upon, if that's what worries you. Tell them, Benedict.
Minister Sorsley has asked us to deliver unregulated salt to Esfrost by means of a secret route. We shall make it appear as though we are bound for the Grand Duchy, but in truth, we shall divert from the route and make for the capital of Hyzant.
I've already scouted the way. A shortcut through the ravine.
Then you intend to use the illicit goods to prove Minister Sorsley's crimes to the Hierophant.
But will a little salt be enough to land one of the Saintly Seven in the dungeons? After all, he's influential and well-connected enough to have weathered unsavory accusations for years. If we don't present our case perfectly, we're apt to be the ones clapped in chains, not the other way round.
We only need get to the capital for our plan to succeed. The Saintly Seven may pretend they stand united, but there are cracks in that facade. If we but exert the right leverage, Sorsley will fall.
Indeed. Now then, we shall depart come midnight.
As you command.
Eridor.
Right you are. Quiet as a mouse I'll be.
Serenoa and his retinue depart the Citadel of the Sands under the cover of night and make their way to the Hyzantian capital. They press onward through the moonless dark, guided by naught but the faintly flickering light of hope.
They probably found out what we're gonna do. They're gonna try to chase after us.
House Wolford means to betray me, you say? What leads you to believe this?
A chance sighting one of my vassals had of a suspicious woman, apparently poking around the path to the capital. From her description, there's no doubt she was none other than Anna of House Wolfort, the woman who serves, incidentally, at Benedict's right hand.
She is his creature. I see. Then they mean to bring evidence against me.
The danger is too great to be ignored, Minister.
Indeed. I trust you will take care of it before it becomes a problem.
Of course. I've sent soldiers that way already, and I shall join them shortly.
Ho ho.
Good. We haven't been followed.
No cause to relax just yet, milady. The moment you drop your guard is the moment the enemy's apt to strike. Ain't it, Benedict?
Indeed. This is where I would position soldiers for an ambush, were I to set a trap for us.
Aye. A hunter would have the upper hand here.
Let us scout the area to be safe.
Investigation. Okay. Oh. Other than like land back. I thought we were moving against him, huh? The allergies are a bitch, dude. It's getting to me. Huh. Good old Eridor. Is that a sparkle? Ching sparkle sparkle. Yes. Is there any other sparkles? Hello? Woohoo! Guess not. Oh. I'm gonna take the fight rather than sneak. Okay. You keep your voice on null. Not ambush us so easy if they can hear us coming. You're gonna roll and remain safe, guard them with your life. If hostile attacks, they would hand us the chance to secure witness to their crimes. I have trouble gauging my own strength. You see, you need to remind me, huh? A couple of bruises. And when we get a witness, that'd be great. Oh, we drop our guard. Spoken like truths around the Salt Iron War. Huh. Money. I felt eyes on me able to anticipate that they were not the enemies. The order was mine. I shall answer for it. We cannot be sure they were. Perhaps it was someone with sympathetic for your cause as it were. And Trap House End sets is a good opportunity to secure witness to their crimes. Yeah. Okay. I mean, is there anything else we could find? Oh, there we go. Recommended level 14. Catmint time. Nope. Being an enemy against TP maybe. Accuracy. I'm gonna give her damage up. I don't think we really need another magic caster. Yeah, anyway. I don't think we need any of that. Let's do it. Engage. I'm probably gonna have to go to the battle camp and level some people to catch them up.
Have you found anything?
No, my lord. Only our own footprints.
Strange.
Few travel this path, but it is still traveled.
Someone must have covered their tracks.
Yep, there they are. Oh, that's hella dudes.
Well, if it isn't House Wolfort's motley crew, imagine my surprise at finding you here. Whatever are you doing?
We were merely on our way to...
No need for pretense, my lord. Not when his life is forfeit for having discovered us.
I think you have it the wrong way around. Die.
And this Booker. They have the high ground. That's a lot of dudes. Which means we need to get everybody to the right side. Or some path. Oh man, is gonna have a tough time though. She can fly, so there's that. She can really just jump up. Well, like dogpile this side. Clear weather. Weather is clear and the wind is breezy. All right. Let's see what we can do.
You'll have to be cleverer than that to outwit me. Here, this is what you get for trying to make fools out of us.
We must put an end to this. Take them all down.
Let me heal your wounds.
It's Booker that goes. Stimulation. I'm guessing green is his movement. I'm gonna keep you where you need to be. Just for one turn, though. Istapru.
Go swift. Incredible.
From where shall we strike?
Boy, I missed. Fuck me, dude. That sucks.
I will end this. Too easy. Shadows conceal me.
Here I come.
I don't have to do that anyway.
Take aim.
What? Another miss? Jesus Christ. The amount of ground you have to cover is crazy. I'll just spice yourself up.
I'll try this.
Just want to buff. Ooh.
Watch out for the archers up there. Terranoa, we
Oh, whoops. It's not moving your first thing in the house
There's
yet.
nowhere to run once it starts raining arrows.
I shall try my level best.
Try my level best.
Preparation is key.
Go again.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Forward.
Check on this guy. Oh, they got a wall jump skill. No need to panic, he says. On the fucking wall. The fucking elevation is something, I'll tell you that.
Getting started.
Good try.
Oh shit. Oh wow.
I'll take it from here. Take this.
I'll let the archers smack him, I guess.
Perfect.
Smack it. Shit. Need a cure on him.
Allow
Oh, they got a priest over there.
Stay right there.
Burn his butt.
So, it falls to me.
I see through.
Smack that dude.
I'm a fool.
Oof.
Close, but not quite. Back at you.
Back on you, bitch.
Shall we begin?
The tides are turning.
But you can't reach that dude. Can't reach Julio. You're gonna have to cast a sanctuary as well.
I appreciate it.
For my lord.
Act again. How you can act twice?
Fine. Looks like I shall have to kill you myself. Bask in your final.
Fucking poison. Double stab.
Victory is within reach.
I feel stronger already.
Allow me. A sound strike.
Here I come.
A little double tap over there.
This battle is won. May fortune favor us.
For victory! You don't
Yeah,
stand a
capitalize on that.
chance. Did you see that? You've left yourself open. Ha-ha!
Hey, bitch. Crap. I mean, that card was coming. I exchanged that. Oh, crap. Yeah, he's down. He didn't get it. Couldn't even reach him with a heal or anything. That's all the points we have. Smack all three. I got crit on one at least.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Cancel, bitch. Good job. There we go. That works in our favor. Oh. Really need some healing out there. Ah, goddamn.
Still stand.
Get out of that one.
For a better world.
Now then, to work.
Get his butt out the way.
Cold wind blows. My research bears fruit.
Your Highness.
Oh, I know she's going down. Oh, one man's kind of slow though.
That plane is dead. I'm only getting started.
For my lord.
Double dipping. Heal both.
My thanks.
My growth is plain to see.
Your orders?
Victory is within reach.
Just gotta crit this bit.
Sound strike.
Gotta pull back and just consolidate.
I'll try this. Good try.
Shit. I mean, I slap him, that works too. Because he takes double turns. Back the numbers. There we go. I put myself there to try to block.
I shall try my level best.
Heal
Let us
him.
reverse our fortunes.
Ooh. We get some healing.
For my lord. No true pain. That looked painful.
Good try.
Well, good thing I put a heal on him.
I fight for peace.
She doesn't have enough ammo to do much. What she can do is just heal herself.
For myself.
Where was I?
The rogue can just backstab that. He has no ammo. Heal yourself. How's the game? Pain. A lot of tragedy and dramatics. No side of trying to see a good W. I'll tell you that, Chief. Oh shit. Hey, wait, okay, sure.
First things first.
Bam. And it's powerful, but it's something.
Let me heal your wounds.
Yeah, he's gonna need it.
My apologies.
Your orders?
I really love it though. It's a really good game. Neko got it for me from
Victory is within reach. This is the
he
end.
got me two things. He gave me a bunch of shit, but this was part of my like Christmas birthday gift from last year.
You don't stand a chance.
Oh no!
Oof. Just gotta be careful of shit. Like I'll just slap him from here. Almighty shot. Heal that guy.
Every
Enough.
defense has a weakness.
Charge TP.
Every defense has a weakness.
Oh yeah.
This is troubling.
You do a big AoE right here. She has the bullets for it.
Preparation is key. For the future of House Wolford.
Keep her here. Boom, bitch.
Time for some research.
And more fucking AoE damage. Now the floor is wet. Wet.
Take this.
Thank you.
Heal it up.
Shadows conceal.
That's really good, though, Skunk.
That stinks.
Take him down.
Personal. Impossible.
The numbers are on our side.
I mean, I
That
lost
may
2, but
be,
hey, it works.
Sheer numbers will not defeat us.
I will suffer
Fucking
no
Uber Turtle.
cur who dare sully House N's good name.
Shall we begin?
Be at ease.
My thanks. Close, but not quite.
Fucking overhead. Ooh. But I'm tanky as fuck. It's fuck no. I go for loot, or I can go for damage, and I'm gonna go for damage.
My lance strikes true.
This is the right time to actually do it.
You've left yourself open. See that?
This is only temporary. The pain will end soon.
I'll put the healer now.
I must find a way through.
Oh god.
Forward.
Gonna knock you out.
From above. No. I failed to stop them. I failed House N.
Suck it. Oh.
I shall try my level best.
Dude.
Now.
And they want his butt.
Allow me.
Healer.
I owe you my life.
Now then, to work.
I'm gonna just sit right here, guy. Gotta beat that ass.
I don't feel well.
Be at ease.
Much obliged.
No!
Someone give an old man a hand. Hit! Ah!
At least they took the bait by him.
Grave mistake.
I shouldn't have to face my back like that.
Charge!
Oh, now I get the healer. Rush, push back. I can knock him back over there.
Take that!
Bam.
Yes! Away with
Bonk.
you!
Nice. Heal yourself.
For the
Look
honor
at
of
that.
House Wolford.
I can't let you go, bitch.
We win.
You're gonna die.
Frederica.
I should get head down.
Pry out their weakness.
I'm sorry.
Nor did that seem to work.
Your orders?
Stab, stab.
Follow my lead, just as I planned. My strategy, just as I planned.
I fight for peace.
Burn, bit to burn.
So, it falls to me.
I do not miss. I won't lose. Take this.
Hit that butt.
Allow me.
Willingly take fire damage.
For the honor of
Loot.
House Wolford.
There's a bag in the ground. I'm gonna just chill here real quick. We want loot. Sure, go ahead, keep healing
I
yourself.
will end this. Into the shadows.
I see a path to victory. There is always a way.
Allow me.
Time for some research.
Hit him with a
Away
bug.
with you. My turn.
Stab, stab.
Have another.
Bonk. We're doing it. Lost 2 dudes though. That's okay. We were in a very unfavorable position. Oh, we got another medal. Oh, wait. We got more stuff to prestige people with. My god. 2 prestige maybe. We got our winners, folks.
Have mercy.
Victory is ours. Surely we needn't shed yet more blood.
We cannot spare
Poison.
him, my lady. Not when he knows what we intend to do.
He was complicit in the salt fraud, was he not? Perhaps he might agree to bear witness for us.
Yes, yes. I'll tell you everything. Whatever you wish.
What if he just Uno reverse cards us? Let us attempt. Oh. He just running.
Fools! You haven't won yet. Once I report to Minister Sorsley, he will crush your pathetic house.
Oh shit! Nothing personnel, kid. Top person behind you. Anime. Suck it. Yeah, well, there we go. Idiot.
You certainly took your time, Anna.
No more than was necessary.
Unfortunate. We'll have to find another witness.
His lips may have been sealed, but it's only a matter of time until this betrayal is discovered.
We must prove our case before that happens. Come, let us hurry to the capital.
After surviving an ambush at the hands of Sorsley's retainer Booker, Serenoa and his retinue arrive at the Byzantian capital.
Okay. Okay.
I thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. That said, salt makes for poor evidence. There's simply no way of telling legitimate goods apart from illicit ones.
Surely, as Minister of Domestic Affairs, rumor of Sorslay's illegal salt trade has reached you.
Rumor, yes, but nothing more. From foreign sources, no less. I cannot help wondering if these rumors are more intended to drive a wedge between us and Sorsley, and in doing so, throw our land into chaos. Not that I would question the honorable intentions of House Wolfort, of course.
I understand you have good reason to doubt in your position, Minister Kamsel.
But weeding out corruption is a duty that falls to House Farrant. If you find anything else, pray, inform me at once.
Of course.
So, he wants us to bring him further evidence before agreeing to aid us. Even one of the Saintly Seven can only act upon the surest foundation, it seems.
Oh yeah. 2 Deserts N. Oh. Saves the game, yeah.
House Wolfort, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorslay's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Kamsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
In the shadows of suspicion.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolfort to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
Huh. And just drinking wine to that aspect. Monka W. Monka sus. The sus boys. The sus all around, I tell you.
Well, if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
Huh.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolfort is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Kamsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
Okay.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Huh. Will we find evidence? Who knows? Let's see.
Sorcelet may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsell requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie.
A ledger.
If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorcelet until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
I apologize for the sniffling, folks. Don't know what it is. There's some testimony. Oh, we're back. Clean mono. All right. Ah, don't tell me I want to get another allergy attack, man. I hate this. Whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts, huh? Gotta talk to some a rumor monger. Shiny! I thought I saw another shiny. Huh. A rebel? I ain't the merchant selling anything. There's a house here. I didn't notice that. That means I could have gotten into this house earlier. I thought there was no house I could get into. That means I probably missed some stuff in the beginning of the game. Feels bad, man. Huh. They said that place fell because they didn't listen to the goddess, like the goddess teachings. Oh hell no, hell to no. Distribution. Where's all this talk coming from? Proof have you. Frankly, none, sir. What? Well, I did not know I'm not supposed to talk to that guy. A vanishing vessel. A ship that disappears in the night. We learn about some kind of like shady ship that just transports stuff. Okay. Some unknown person that's supposed to hear the voice of the goddess. I have to call it sovereign. That's all I need. The Holy One is your sovereign. The seven their loyal masters. Systems of rule are not so easily compared. They are the result of choices made by people over the arc of their shared history. I see a lot of argument on the surface, yet we need but scratch at it to reveal the rot within. As I should speak of, there are meaningless pits of suffering in which the people in their sort of histories are trapped. Those who can lead the people to prosperity and happiness are those who have been chosen by the gods themselves, the one Holy One and the Sealing Seven. Yeah, so your dogma tells us, though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Duh! Human nature just seeks benefits and everything. Greedy as fuck. We are perfect beings as such. In the words of an old friend, we were both terrible yet beautiful to behold at the same time. But that's just my take. Rich and powerful that rises to the top of the rich and duchy. All the evil and the goddess watch for all you all men live in peace. My equal my ass. It's a lie. Has the right of it. Necessary, and they're all. That's a nice one. It is the work of a nation's leaders to ensure peace and equity. We have much to learn from Hyzan's rule. Neither. My kingdom is best. Fuck you guys. The very notion of a nation conquered by Aesfrost being in the right is pure folly. Yeah, it was turning away from the goddess teaching that brought this fate upon them. The Shuras, had they embraced her, how fail the Hyzan think. Wait till Aesfrost comes and beat y'all asses and goes full Urukai and Twin Towers on you, bringing dynamite and explosives and everything. I am sick of these zealot bastards now. They make me sick. I'm mad. Oh, I just randomly just pressing X button, so sure, I guess. Yeah. Lila. Her. I have no proof of anything. In the ministry, who's that? A woman living near the ministry. Where is she? Oh, her. I can't go in there. The Vatican vessel. Okay. I think we went all the houses already. Can I say that I have? I am not gonna give up the rebel. Oh, randomly found shit. Are they like hiding in a house somewhere? And stuff? Because I'm like, I can't just conclude my investigation like that. That'd be horrible. I know they have official business. I feel like I'm missing something, but what is it? I'll just make another one in case. Fair enough.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
I don't know what the hell the other thing is. I wish I knew.
He sold illicit salt.
Yep.
Of that there can be no doubt. One of Hyzant's own saintly seven is a traitor.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
Where do you get the other proof?
Incontrovertible proof that we lack, unfortunately.
Then, we must prepare to face charges of false accusation.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
The vanished cargo ship.
So, we'll find the vanished cargo ship.
How do you propose we find something that vanished without a trace? Suspicious as it is, we best search elsewhere.
There is no doubt in my mind that Sorsley was engaged in illegal salt sales.
The trouble remains that we've got no proof of anything.
The vanished cargo ship is suspicious, yes, but we'll not find an unmoored vessel.
So how am I supposed to find this rumor monger or whatever? I didn't see shit. I don't see there where this rubble was
Despite
either.
our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
Oh, fuck.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence then. What is our next move?
I'll make a different decision. I'm trying to see if I can like
Though we
squeal
lack
out the rubble.
proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camcel once more.
Like, they didn't really give any. No, I'm not gonna say in my game. I need to. Fuck, dude.
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Camcel, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
Ask me not.
Minister Camcel will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power.
But I don't believe it, like. What? What? Oh shit.
You! Are you House End's dogs?
It allowed me a chance to do shit.
My lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolffort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolffort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorsley End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter.
There's something wrong. They give me avenues to go find evidence, but they don't put it there for me to find. That doesn't make sense in the game.
Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Please don't let me go to the next cutscene. Please don't. I need to load the next thing.
Even so, we cannot make an enemy of Hyzant, else I must stand trial. Plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
Does it not make sense? That's really dumb. Because I don't get it. Like, are they hidden from my eyeball or what? Something to write with. About my stance on things? Probably. I mean, if so, that's just so dumb. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, I'm gonna go catch somebody, I guess. I didn't speak with any rebel or whatever. My choices earlier? Probably. Like when I just load it into this place or something? Thank God I made 2 different saves.
House Wolfort, eager to report House N's illicit. Alas, Kamsel, one of the Saintly Seven.
Because by God, I will find this goddamn crap before I have to go to work. Oh, I think I got texted from work.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
There has to be some kind of detail. What am I missing? Hold on, I'm gonna go back. What am I missing? The thing is, like, they said a letter, right? That's the thing. It's like, let me go get a letter. I'm gonna talk to everybody one more time. Zoom. Fuck. I don't know, this guy's nothing. Merchant's not really open for business, so. Fuck it. I'm tired of signing shoot, but might I borrow a pen and paper? Just there. A letter. Son of a bitch. There must be something else I'm missing. Wait, his name is Rebel. I just noticed that. Hold up, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna have this guy try to chase him down. Let's see if something will happen if I do this. He's leaving the city. For you from your house, homie. House NA's illicit dealings. How am I going about in affairs? Okay. Encampment itself. Start place. The cover of darkness. We gotta go. Subterfuge. House ends encampment. Okay. Ain't got no proof. Yep. Nothing yet. I'm just gonna do a lot of this. So I found that rumor bitch yet. Okay. I done what I can here. I'm just gonna save in that second slot again. Oh. Oh, I'm seeing stars. Like really bad stars. Oh god. Oh. Wait. The guards. Wait. Hold on. Stop. Stop.
What news? Have you learned anything?
I made an error. Hold on. The 4 guards guarding that one big thing. Let me run it back. Dude, this allergy is really messing with my thought process right now. But I will have more evidence, damn it. There's the 4 dudes. They can't all say the same thing. I'm an idiot if I were to think that. Oh, God. We will try guard number 1 over here. Let me enter the source. Like seeing long to enter source more as a trinity do. I hear tell of secret ledger for something that sound familiar. This is too obvious. This is dumb. Maybe this might work. No, Upward keeps saying, and honestly, I can look the other way no longer. For me, you not enter the source and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day carry salt off at night under the cover of darkness. I was actually paying shade for my silence, but I know not from whom. As though it matters, my conscience withers and was just the same. For the night, high suspicious. So shit. Hey. Suspicious merchant here. Rumors of irregular Salt shipments. That's an idea. The vanishing vessel. And I thank you. Huh. A second ledger. Secret kind of course. Well, what we need. Holy shit! We found more evidence, people. I'm just save it just in case there's probably more evidence to find. I don't know. That's my choice. We still haven't found the rumor chick. Wherever the hell she be. No, she's in the ministry, so I don't know. Alright, I did the best I could. This is it.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
What's the second choice? Oh my god. He sold illicit salt.
He sold illicit salt.
Of that there can be no doubt. One of Hyzant's own Saintly Seven is a traitor.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
Wait, you know what? I forgot something. My man, you just reminded me. I just did all that talking, right? What if the rumor chick was one of the houses? She talked about the vessel, right? But what if there's more? Hold up. We ain't done yet, homie. We ain't done yet. Oh, what the sneeze. There has to be more. Yeah, after all that today, yeah, there has to be more. There has to be. Fuck, I don't know how many times I'm gonna reload this game, but I will do it to get the fucking justice I deserve. Damn it. Alright. There's a woman living in a mystery whose life is consumed with rumors of size sorts. Is it Lila? Is it her? My secretary may have left some notes on Minister Sorcery in his journal. Well, we talked to everybody outside, so let's go inside, I guess. Ghost ship. Is there anything for me to click on in his damn house? Did I talk to the dude yet about it? I'm a ledger. What about this house? Hey, it's shiny. General Lila's secretary keeps looking like he's underlined something here for emphasis. Lila, oh. Boy, this is the house of the rumor mark chick. I find recently here highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials secret. He dispersed generous bribes. Bribing Glenbrook officials? Somebody taking me note of. Oh, he did bribe, yo! Bribes, bribery! Oh, that's the rebel's house. Alright. I think that's it. I think we good. Talking, yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Is that one that contest over there? No, that's about it. Okay. We save. We did it one time for the one time. We done. We done, dude. Done. Oh, we went to the dialogue. Let's do it.
Benedict is right.
Fast forward. He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorslay's improprieties.
The ledger or this? I'd say the ledger.
Claris said Sorsley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then,
you gotta sneak.
Let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
Not the cargo ship. That's way too unreliable. His fucking house.
By which you mean Sorslay's encampment.
We sent Anna to go do it. It sent Anna. It sent the rogue to go do it. Assassin.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorsley plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camcel once more.
Oh, if it is the right choice, to be honest with you. I'm gonna make a third one. Maybe reselection of choices?
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims.
We could try and do that, yeah. Time to reload again. Time paradox, bitch. Might as well, yep. It's ridiculous, bro. I was purge. Yep, everything there, bro. Everything there. I'm just like, bruh. Hold on. I feel like I did everything I could. What does that really matter? Oh. Work probably wants me to come in soon. Okay, so we have the bribery. Merchant encampment. Need to go in. Well, I did talk to them. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's go.
There were
Merchant.
irregulars.
Encampment. What? What? So by the way, it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen.
Illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid. Their position.
Yeah, I know I hit fast forward, but yeah.
House Wolffort makes.
I am so mad, dude. Well, I gotta get ready to go to work anyway.